On today's Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, we look ahead to the Bucks welcoming in the defending champion Massachusetts Pirates to the event center this weekend. Plus, as always, our weekly sit-down with head coach Rod Miller, and later we chat with twin brothers and teammates Rob and Robert Brown Jr. It's all coming up on today's Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, which starts right now. Hello everyone and welcome inside the show. I'm your host, David Sugarman. After the dramatic 29-27 physical hard-fought win over the Green Bay Blizzard, the Bucks got a much-needed rest headed into the bye week 2-1, and despite the early break in the grind that is the IFL season, rest is always welcome.
We had some guys that were beat up, just take that time, there's nothing, you gotta let the body work, gotta let the body heal itself. And nothing does that better than rest. And then we spent a lot of time hanging out with guys, like Poe said. I was hanging out with him a lot this past week, been hanging out with Jay Rue, getting that chemistry right. And really, I think that stuff's going to translate to on the field. And that's going to give us what it takes to be a good team like Mass.
It came at the perfect time, to be honest. During the game, coach even asked, if I wanted to come out and stuff like that. He knew that it was a lot of pain I was going through, but yeah, this bye week definitely came in handy.
It was absolutely needed, and I know if you just go around the team and look at the guys as everyone starts to trickle back into town, everybody's overall physical appearance just looks better. Like everybody's a little more lively. You can tell people are more rested. Legs look better.
We definitely rested our legs. We practiced a lot, and we definitely practiced hard, but the bye week was definitely necessary, and we're ready for this next upcoming week and a long stretch of the season.
Now, not only was the bye week needed for rest, but maybe for the Bucks' biggest test so far this season as they welcome in the defending champion Massachusetts Pirates to Bismarck this weekend. The Pirates defeated Bismarck in the opening round of the playoffs last year, 44-19, en route to a United Bowl championship over the Arizona Rattlers in the Pirates' first ever year in the IFL, and so far, they haven't missed a beat. Massachusetts is 2-0 with wins over Frisco and Quad City and is led by returners at quarterback Alejandro Benefield and wide receiver Thomas Owens, who caught 2 touchdowns and ran for 1 more in the win 36-25 over Quad City for the Pirates' 13th straight win dating back to last season. The Bucks know they'll have their hands full, but they're up to the challenge. Just
the talent. I mean, there's some teams in this league that just have ball players at almost every position, and I feel like that's Mass. So we've got to do our job up front, keep Josh safe, give Ben lanes to run the ball, and let our receivers go downfield and make plays.
Their physicality, they're a very physical team, both sides of the ball, special teams as well. You're going to see a lot of guys flying around, but we're just trying to match that intensity, even surpass that. So.
The Bucks may have been missing in action this week with the bye, but there was still plenty of other games going around the IFL. Let's check out the rest of our IFL scores from around the league. Tucson falls to the Frisco Fighters 46-34. Arizona, no problems with Duke City 43-21. Iowa doubles up Green Bay 36-18. Northern Arizona with an impressive win over the San Diego Strike Force 45-28. The Pirates with that aforementioned win over Quad City by 11. And the Vegas Nighthawks, one of the IFL's newest teams, gets the win over Bay Area 53-27. Time for a short break. When we come back, we'll sit down with Bucks head coach Rod Miller.
Introducing the Bucks Fan Finder Ticket Giveaway. The Bucks are on the hunt, and they have their sights set on you. Before each Bucks home game, the Bucks Fan Finder will be scouting for Bucks fans with a Bucks window sticker. If your Bucks window sticker is spotted, you'll receive 2 tickets to a Bucks home game, plus be entered into the grand prize drawing for a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. So swing by one of these participating sponsors: Advantage Appliance, Simonson Station Stores, North Bismarck, Swing Away Indoor Batting Cages, Mandan, Action Motorsports, Fried Bread Mamas in Gateway Mall, Dakota Nuts and Candy, Bisman Local Food Market, Abra Auto Body Bismarck Mandan. Grab a Bucks window sticker and place it in your rear window. For more info and contest rules, visit BismarckBucks.com. Go Bucks! Free tickets to a Bismarck Bucks indoor football game? How? Go to your app store, type weather on Beck News app, hit search, install the app to your Android or Apple device to get personalized forecasts, weather alerts, road conditions, Beck Weather Insight exclusively for you. Then click the Bismarck Bucks free tickets banner anywhere in the app, fill out the information, and submit. You get free reserved seating tickets to a Bismarck Bucks football game from Beck Weather.
Who do you trust with your digital life? Not all cloud backup providers keep your data truly private. Beck Cloud Backup uses advanced multi-layer encryption to keep your family photos, videos, and sensitive business documents secure and only for your eyes. Your Beck Lightband Internet service already includes 50 gigs of free storage to keep your digital life safe and secure. Call us at 701-475-2361 to start using your Beck Cloud Backup today.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back inside the Coaches Show, as we are every week. Thrilled to be joined by Bucks head coach Rod Miller. Coach, first things first, do you enjoy yourself on the bye week? Take a little time for yourself?
Yes, it did. Definitely, bye week came at a good time. Definitely needed to get a little rest, and did that, and just got our mind refocused, get ready for this week.
Early in the season, but already had some guys dinged up going into the bye week. Coming out, how much more rejuvenated and close to 100% is the squad right now?
You know, we're going to get good. Like we tell everybody every season, once you play your first game, you'll never be 100% the rest of the season. So we're trying to be our best to be 95%. So, the guys that did well, the rest did good for some of the guys that had some injuries that were banged up. So it actually came at a good time for those guys that needed that extra rest, because like I said, we're going to have a long stretch now that we're going to have to play without a bye week. So it was a good timing, and hopefully for us, these guys are healthy and ready to go this week.
As far as early measuring sticks, your matchup this week is a pretty good one. The defending champs, Massachusetts, coming in. As far as early statements go, how big is this one for you guys?
It's huge for us to kind of see where we're at, be a measuring stick to kind of see where we want to get to. Everybody talks about, trying to win a championship, so we can see where we're at, because that was a team that won a championship last year. So it can tell us what kind of team we have, where we're at, what we need to improve on, and what we need to do better. So this is good for us, especially having it early on. I think these guys are ready for that challenge.
They've got a pretty dynamic wide receiver in Thomas Owens. 27 touchdowns last season, already a couple more this season, 3 in the last game. What can you do to try and slow him down a little bit?
He's going to make plays, so we got to try to limit the plays that he makes and try to make other people make plays. So, we have some things in mind that we're going to try to do this week in practice and see if we can help try to, limit some of the things that he does. But, great players are going to try to make plays every now and then. We just want to limit his plays that it's not many and make other people have to make plays.
Defensively, this is one of the better matchups we've seen on both sides up to this point around the league this season. They've yet to give up 30 points. You've only done it once. Let's start with your defense. What's allowed them to be so good while the offense still figures things out?
Just understanding where we need to be and taking the defense that we have and taking the game plan. We've been very fortunate that, we have some guys that kind of understand what we're trying to do. There's a couple of veteran guys on that defensive side as well that know a game plan we're trying to do and execute it. So we just have to come out defensively and just keep executing that to keep us in games like that, because, if you want to win a championship, you're going to have offense and defense. So we just need the offense to keep picking up a little bit each week and get better.
One guy in particular that's really stepped up defensively is on the defensive line, Patrick Macon. First year here in Bismarck. How big of an addition has he been?
Macon's a very good player. I mean, he was a first-team All-League player in the league that he was in last year. So we knew that he would be a good defensive player. He has very good instincts, and, he's a good, powerful player. So if we can get him to keep getting better each week, getting adjusted to this style of this game, and bring the other players along with him, that'll be good for us.
Switching our focus to the Pirates, what stands out about their defense that makes them really tough?
They're aggressive defense, and they're going to line up. They're going to get in your face, and they're going to make plays. And you can't make mistakes against them, because they always seem to capitalize every time there's an overthrow or a fumble. They always seem to be there. So you got to make sure you play smart and technique, because, like I said, they are a good physical defense. They're technically sound, and they're coached very well.
Before the bye week, you were harping a lot on limiting mistakes, limiting turnovers. Had a few in the game against Green Bay, including 3 interceptions. How important is it to get that cleaned up going into this game?
We know, first of all, we got to catch the ball. You see the interceptions, and as a typical fan, you think about that. Two of those passes were in the receiver's hands, and they dropped them. So from your standpoint, I see where you're coming from. We just got to catch the football. You catch the football, there's only one interception. So those things that we'll clean up. But, again, we just have to make sure we protect the football. You can't win when you turn the ball over. So that's been our focus. If the ball hits our hands, we got to catch it. Quarterbacks have to make smart decisions. Just can't throw the ball up for grabs. If you throw it away out of bounds. So different things like that is what we'll focus on.
Before the bye, the quarterback you just talked about, J. Rue Campbell, was playing some great football early in the year, but how have you seen him develop since he came into camp?
Well, we didn't have him in camp. We got him as a trade at the end of camp. So we got him in. He came in actually after the first week, right at around the first week. So he got him. He's been getting better each week. He's been learning what we're doing in offense, on our offensive side, learning our schemes, learning the thought process and how we do different things. So he's only been progressing and getting better. And the sky's the limit for him. And if he can keep doing that, he can do a good job for us this season.
Bit of uncharted territory for me. I'm not a jewelry guy. I don't wear any bling or anything like that. So I've heard of a turnover chain before, but your quarterback had some pretty good bling on after the win against Green Bay. Talk to me about this new Bucks blinged out necklace and where the idea came from.
Well, that's actually the defensive turnover chain he had. Coach let him wear it. Coach Hemp came out with this idea with a turnover chain for the defense. So he grabbed it from Coach, and Coach let him wear it after the game. So, that's something that, those guys, they take pride in doing what they do. So he was representing, our defense played a good game that game, and so he was representing for the defense and for the job that he did for that game as well.
So if this is really the type of chain, yeah, it's a defensive chain, but if J. Rue, if anybody can take it, if I'm going to be on the sidelines this weekend, if no one's looking.
Well, hey, if you help us get it, you might be able to wear it now.
Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind. Time every week, we're going to give somebody a chance to win a turf table at an upcoming Bucks home game. What is our key word for the week?
Our key word for the week is focus. We want to focus on, we just talked about earlier, the little things, not turn the ball over, pay focus to detail, pay attention to detail, focus on, make sure we're doing our right steps, doing our right techniques. Because if we're going to beat a good team like Massachusetts this weekend, we have to be sound in everything we do, and we got to pay attention and focus to detail.
Trying to take down the defending United Bolt champs, and going into that, the key word is focus. Take that to the Bismarck Bucks social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to try and win yourself some prizes. Coach, as always, thanks so much for joining us.
Always glad to be here.
Bucks head coach Rod Miller will take a short break and come back and learn a little bit more about the Brown Twins after this.
Beck News is your leader in local. Beck specials and live information for you. Original programming. Exclusive local sports. Beck is local for you. Uncensored topics and uncensored opinions. Unapologetic politics, where all sides are represented. Full episodes online anytime at beck.news. All in one network. Your leader in local, Beck News. Introducing the Bucks Fan Finder Ticket Giveaway. The Bucks are on the hunt, and they have their sights set on you. Before each Bucks home game, the Bucks Fan Finder will be scouting for Bucks fans with a Bucks window sticker. If your Bucks window sticker is spotted, you'll receive 2 tickets to a Bucks home game, plus be entered into the grand prize drawing for a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. So swing by one of these participating sponsors. Northwest Tire of Bismarck, Mandan. Capitol Heights Auto Clinic. 12 Stones Coffee. Papa Murphy's on Mapleton Avenue. Kroll's in Mandan. Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Pizza Ranch. Grab a Bucks window sticker and place it in your rear window. For more info and contest rules, visit BismarckBucks.com. Go Bucks!
Welcome back inside the show, everybody. This year's Bucks roster is almost entirely new from a season ago. However, there are two teammates who are more than a little familiar with each other. Our very own Mick Tidrow caught up with teammates and twin brothers Rob and Robert Brown Jr. to get a little more insight on their relationship.
Here with the twins, and we have to start this off, guys. Who was born first?
18 minutes older.
How does that make you feel, man?
Every day of my life, I got to go through this with him. You know, he think he big brother because of those 18 minutes, you know, so. 18 minutes is a long time, man, so I hold it over his head a lot. You know, I kicked him up in there a little bit, you know. You know how it is. I had to get that junior, man.
Now, the real question is who's more athletic? I hope I don't start any fires here.
Me. Ask him who did the first backflip. He actually did do the first backflip, but he could never beat me in the dunk contest. Never. I never lost a dunk contest to Rob.
So before we get to your guys' playing days with the Bismarck Bucks, you guys have had a chance to play with each other and against each other at one point. What was it like for you guys growing up, Pop Warner playing with each other?
It was awesome, man. At first, he caught on first a lot quicker than me, so whatever he went and played, I wanted to go play as well. You know, we were competing against each other, trying to see who could be the better at the position, but he showed me running back. I can't give him that credit. And then once I fell in love with running back, offensive side of the ball, and it was a wrap. I never went back. Man, it was great Pop Warner days, man. It was great for my mom. You know, she loved seeing us compete together, you know, push each other to be great. Like he said, I was the first running back. He came to running back, so I went to cornerback. And 2 weeks later, he came to cornerback. So he played running back and cornerback. And I was like, hey, man, look, you got to find, you know, keep your footing where you belong at. But he's definitely a running back at heart. And I think I found my footing on defense. You know, I wanted to keep those guys out the end zone. So that's my job.
How many times have you hit him?
Oh, man, I hit Rob numerous of times. I even made his mouth bleed one time in practice. In high school, he tried to fight me, but that's a different story. You know, I ain't going to tell too much on that. But yeah, I don't mess around. You know, I love him, but he know when I'm on that football field, I'm locked in. It's different. I always get on about strapping up his chin strap because that day in high school, his chin strap wasn't buckled up, and I caught him slipping.
How much has it made you guys better to be able to compete against one another all the time?
10 times better, man. I can't explain it. I can't explain the feeling, man. The motivation, the push, to see him do great things on the football field. Like, he left me in awe so many times. And I always felt like I had to catch up. I had to do something on defense to keep up with Rob on offense because he's fast. You know, he get in that end zone pretty fast. So I gotta get an interception. I gotta get a big hit. So a lot of motivation come with that, man. If I see him get an interception or something big, I'm like, man, it's time for me to go match his energy. You know, can't be the twin on the sideline that's not producing. Nah. But yeah, we've been feeding off that our whole life, though, man. It's been great experience. Like playing against him pushed me even more. I'm like, I can't let this team win. You know, even though he's up right now, I got one. But I had great games during those games, so it was fun.
Yeah, just being able to go from your younger days playing with each other and then going to professional football and then being across the aisle. What was your first reaction to being able to see that?
It was kind of a sad feeling. You know, it's like, man, you got to play against your brother. I got to hit my brother. You know, I hope we don't hurt him. You know what I mean? It's one of those feelings you think before the game, but it was fun though, man. I think it was much needed in professional career. I finally see how Tiki and Rondé felt. You know, like I'm like, man. So I definitely wanted to win. Like you said, my team was fortunate enough. We won the first 4 games. We played against each other. I was in Spokane, and he was in Tri-City actually back a couple years ago. So we beat up on him 4 times in 1 year. You know, I hate to, you know, but we had to. Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. But fortunately, he did get us the next year with his new team, Nebraska Danger. They beat us. And I ended up joining his team after that. So it's crazy, man, crazy journey.
When you beat him, join him. If you can't beat him, join him, right?
Hey, you know, got to join him.
Now that you guys are back together, what does it mean to be able to be in Bismarck back on the same team?
Man, it's been a blessing, man. Like, for Coach Miller, it's been an honor, like we told him, man. We give him everything we got, man, because, you know, on the back end, it's just like we want to play together, try to end our career together and stuff like that. But it's been a great, man. It's made me think I got a couple more years in me. So it's been great.
How about for you, Bert?
It's been a great experience. Rob, not going to tell you, but this is actually our first training camp, making it through together. We came into training camp together. We made the roster together. First time on year 8. So, man, it's been a blessing. Like I said, I never take it for granted because this is the first time, and we've been trying this for years, man. We played on the same team, but either I get to the team first, and he'll come out a couple weeks later. stuff like that. But as far as being on the same team through the whole training camp and making the roster, first time, man. So big shout out to Coach Miller, man. I can't thank him enough. Whole coaching staff, man, they're great guys. So definitely fortunate.
And joining us now is Mick Tidrow himself. Mick, you talked to them long enough. Do you have a good grasp if they were wearing the same color shirt on who's Rob and who's Bert?
Well, it's a good question, and I had to ask a couple of times to make sure before we got started, but Rob's a little shorter. That's the only way I could tell. Outside of that, pretty identical.
You should have let him know that then and there. How much did you get the sense of, these guys were pretty honest in terms of year 8 playing professional football, who knows how long their careers could go, that they really are not taking this for granted right now?
Yeah, this seems like it's a perfect opportunity for them to, as they said, kind of wind down their careers, whether this is the last year that they play or if they have a couple years after that. It just feels like they're soaking in every minute of this because this is one of the best times for them to go make a run together, try to win a title together and have a chance to be at the top one final time. So they love playing as teammates. They had fun going against each other, as you guys got to see in here, but being able to be on the same team is just one extra level of a dynamic pairing.
Well, thanks, Mick, and thanks to the Brown brothers for helping us out and making a big impact on the Bucks early in this season. Time for a short break. We'll come back and put a bow on things when we return here on the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show.
Introducing the Bucks Fan Finder Ticket Giveaway. The Bucks are on the hunt, and they have their sights set on you. Before each Bucks home game, the Bucks Fan Finder will be scouting for Bucks fans with a Bucks window sticker. If your Bucks window sticker is spotted, you'll receive 2 tickets to a Bucks home game, plus be entered into the grand prize drawing for a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. So swing by one of these participating sponsors: Advantage Appliance, Simonson Station Stores, North Bismarck, Swing Away Indoor Batting Cages, Mandan, Action Motorsports, Fried Bread Mamas in Gateway Mall, Dakota Nuts and Candy, Bisman Local Food Market, Abra Auto Body, Bismarck, Mandan. Grab a Bucks window sticker and place it in your rear window. For more info and contest rules, visit BismarckBucks.com. Go Bucks! Free tickets to a Bismarck Bucks indoor football game? How? Go to your app store, type weather on Beck News app, hit search, install the app to your Android or Apple device to get personalized forecasts, weather alerts, road conditions, Beck Weather Insight exclusively for you. Then click the Bismarck Bucks free tickets banner anywhere in the app, fill out the information, and submit. You get free reserved seating tickets to a Bismarck Bucks football game from Beck Weather.
Who do you trust with your digital life? Not all cloud backup providers keep your data truly private. Beck Cloud Backup uses advanced multi-layer encryption to keep your family photos, videos, and sensitive business documents secure and only for your eyes. Your Beck Lightband Internet service already includes 50 gigs of free storage to keep your digital life safe and secure. Call us at 701-475-2361 to start using your Beck Cloud Backup today.
Introducing the Bucks Fan Finder Ticket Giveaway. The Bucks are on the hunt, and they have their sights set on you. Before each Bucks home game, the Bucks Fan Finder will be scouting for Bucks fans with a Bucks window sticker. If your Bucks window sticker is spotted, you'll receive 2 tickets to a Bucks home game, plus be entered into the grand prize drawing for a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. So swing by one of these participating sponsors: Longhorn Steakhouse, Amici Pizza, Elks Lodge, Bismarck, Mandan, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Lucky's 13 Pub, Nardello's, Pitoro Restaurant and Bar, Stone Home Brewing Company. Grab a Bucks window sticker and place it in your rear window. For more info and contest rules, visit BismarckBucks.com. Go Bucks!
Almost time for us to go, but of course, we got to remind you what the key word is for the week. This week, head coach Rod Miller gave us focus. They are trying to focus on shoring up some things, limiting mistakes going into this huge matchup with the defending United Bowl champs, the 2-0 Massachusetts Pirates. Bismarck looking for a real signature win. Remember, Bismarck was picked 12th out of 14 teams in the preseason coaches poll. 3-1 with a win like this could really put the league on notice. So focus going into that matchup is the word. Take this word to the Bismarck Bucks social media channels. That's Bismarck Bucks Football on Facebook, at Bismarck Bucks on Twitter, and at Bismarck_Bucks on Instagram for your chance to win a VIP turf table at an upcoming Bismarck Bucks home game. Before we go, let's take a quick look at the Bucks' upcoming schedule for the next several weeks. After this Sunday at 3:05 when they play the Pirates, it'll be a Monday nighter on Easter weekend for Bismarck. They'll go to Bay Area to take on the Panthers, and then they'll come back for 3 straight home games. Lots of great chances to see Bismarck here in April, and then the first couple weeks in May as well. Home on the 23rd against Quad City, May 1st against the San Diego Strike Force, and then for the 3rd time this season, they'll take on the Green Bay Blizzard on May 7th. After that, they'll go on the road 3 straight weeks, and then a little bit of back and forth, but you can see the schedule is front-loaded with home games this year. 6 out of the first 8 at home, and then on the bottoms, you can see there it is 6 of the next 8 on the road. So really trying to take advantage of these early home games at the event center and set themselves up later for a chance to go back to the IFL playoffs for the 2nd straight season. That'll do it for this week's show. Reminder, the Bucks play at the Event Center this Sunday at 3:05 against the Massachusetts Pirates. Pre-game show on Beck Sports will start about 2:30 p.m. Kickoff again at 3:05. We'll have all the coverage here on Beck Sports if you can't make it to the Event Center. For the rest of our crew, I'm David Sugarman saying so long. We'll see you next week on the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show.
Introducing the Bucks Fan Finder Ticket Giveaway. The Bucks are on the hunt, and they have their sights set on you. Before each Bucks home game, the Bucks Fan Finder will be scouting for Bucks fans with a Bucks window sticker. If your Bucks window sticker is spotted, you'll receive 2 tickets to a Bucks home game, plus be entered into the grand prize drawing for a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. So swing by one of these participating sponsors: Northwest Tire of Bismarck Mandan, Capitol Heights Auto Clinic, 12 Stones Coffee, Papa Murphy's on Mapleton Avenue, Kroll's in Mandan, Dickey's Barbecue Pit, Pizza Ranch. Grab a Bucks window sticker and place it in your rear window. For more info and contest rules, visit BismarckBucks.com. Go Bucks! Beck News is your leader in local. Beck specials and live information for you. Original programming. Exclusive local sports. Beck is local for you. Uncensored topics and uncensored opinions. Unapologetic politics, where all sides are represented. Full episodes online anytime at beck.news. All in one network. Your leader in local, Beck News. football game? How? Go to your app store, type weather on Beck News app. Hit search. Install the app to your Android or Apple device to get personalized forecasts, weather alerts, road conditions, Beck Weather Insight exclusively for you. Then click the Bismarck Bucks free tickets banner anywhere in the app, fill out the information, and submit. You get free reserved seating tickets to a Bismarck Bucks football